Hello, I am updating again, and it is an incredibly impromptu cut this time because I'm just losing all kinds of motivation to do a lot of editing. I think moving forward, I'm gonna try to do like one video per state. So we're currently in New Hampshire, and by the time I finish New Hampshire, hopefully I'll have a decent video already teed up and ready to go so that when we enter Maine, I'll have a completely fresh slate there. That being said, I just wanted to recap Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Vermont. Connecticut was really pretty. I stayed at Jenny's house while Bartman and Point 7 were off trail to go see Bartman's daughter graduate or walk the stage. Congratulations. And also so they could get their Lyme's disease medication. I got to go to a train museum. They also had an accordion museum. They had one of the very first diners. I got to go there, and I think it was in Canaan, if I remember correctly. I gotta go back and fact check that one. Had some root beer that had some sugar in it, so that was pretty cool. What else? Connecticut has New Haven, so Yale and Harvard are out this way. You have a lot of the upper crusts. We saw some really pretty flowers just on the side of the road going through town. And I can't remember the name of this massive river that's in Connecticut, but we're walking alongside it for a good chunk of it, and it was beautiful, so big. And that was probably the first big river that we have come to so far. At least I've come to so far, heading north. Coolest thing about Connecticut was the waterfall, in my opinion. Also, there was the rattlesnake I had previously mentioned. The rest of Connecticut, don't drink the water. Like, that was the big thing I took away from that state, was don't drink the water. Everyone in the state was incredibly nice to us. We had no problems resupplying. The trail was relatively easy. Moving on, let's see. Massachusetts. Got to meet back up with Ope and Husky. Love those guys. They are almost done with the state of New Hampshire and into Maine, which is pretty cool. But we got to take a 0 day over at a Days. I think it was a Days Inn. It was a hotel, And courtesy of one of Bartman's followers, thank you so much. There's been a lot of trail angels and trail magic because of his YouTube following and all the wonderful people that just feel the need to support hikers. I mean, we're eternally grateful because it can get challenging out here. When that car goes, you should cross the road. It doesn't seem like it should be, and what a vacation it is to be out here and hike every single day and do all the cool stuff that a lot of people don't have time to do or can't find the resources or whatever. Life gets in the way. But it is hard. It's a challenge. You know, a lot of people get off. Most people get off. What do they say? 20 or 25% actually make it because it's a tall order to do, 2,200 miles in 6 months. So it's just taking a break from life. I would almost say we're getting back to life. It feels much more to me like that than I'm not working anymore for the next 6 months. It's really more, we come from nature. So I don't know. Also, there was a porcupine. There's a porcupine. Hey, buddy.
It's looking out.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. Dude, that's cool. I didn't realize they could climb like that. They're destructive, but they're really cute looking things. We got to go to a war memorial thing. That's something I can remember. That was pretty neat. I even put the little quarter thing in the slot so you could look through the whatever those things are called. But the phone, like our smartphones, work better than those things do. So I thought that was neat. Yeah, Massachusetts, awesome. Knocked out. It wants to come out.
Shaking your hand helps.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure built up inside my body, and it wants to blow.
I just hope it comes out the right end.
Only got a little bit left. Oh boy. Oh, Vermont. Vermont is starting to increase in incline. It's just starting to prep us for New Hampshire. I don't even know that it was that great of a job doing it because we noticed a massive increase in incline between Vermont and New Hampshire, like that. It was a lot of up right into leaving New Hanover. But yeah, Vermont was up. Pretty views again. Some of these nights were wet. Some of the stuff I don't remember much either. The days kind of run together. Vermont has maple candies. I mean, everything, I guess, from here moving up to Maine, there's a lot more maple. Just a lot of maple. I don't care for maple very much. I don't hate maple, but there's a limit to how much maple anything I can do. Anyway. Favorite part about Vermont was probably that it wasn't as muddy as people claim it to be. It's known as Vermont, and for the most part, our weather just was not bad. It was just on our side regularly, at least consistently enough that we didn't have to trudge through large mud puddles and big streams. We had a few, but nothing crazy. Some of the views in Vermont were awesome. Cool thing in Vermont, I got to meet back up with Atticus and Canary. That was pretty cool. Really enjoyed that. And yeah, really enjoyed that. Those were two more people I met heading south. and it was a pleasure to be able to see them again past me as we continue to move north at our snail-like pace. I got sick, so I drank some really bad water at a Green Mountain Bike Club outfitter place. We got to hang out with a guy named Dan. Love that guy. Let me take a shower and puke in his toilet. And then I felt so much better after that. So that was pretty neat. All right, I gotta show you one of my favorite things about hiking in the mountains, at least out here. See this water bottle? It's empty. Look at that. I just refilled it. I could rebrand this as like Vermont water. It's not muddy. On the fucking trail.
I was thinking that too. I didn't bring my camera because.
Do you want me to grab yours?
Yeah, you want to grab my blue socks too?
All right, blue socks. I know a few people asked about whether or not I was doing artwork and anything new, and yes, I paint as often and draw as often as I want to when we have time. So sometimes we get downtime and I don't feel like doing anything but relaxing because it's a long day. And then other times I don't know, I get that itch, like I have to paint, like I have to draw. So that's a nice feeling. My two most recent ones are this one, and that one's for 0.7, and this one I'm like halfway done. It's a scary version of Girl with Pearl Earring. So yeah, I don't really have anything else. So thank you so much for keeping up with me if you are, and have a great day, rest of your week, whatever, and I'll update you guys again, hopefully shorter rather than later. See ya.
Oh.
There it goes.